Show me the real ticket. The words weren't a request, they were an accusation, thrown loud enough for half the cabin to hear. A black woman paused mid-buckling her seatbelt as a flight attendant stood over her, eyes filled with suspicion he never bothered to hide. Conversation stopped. A child asked why he was yelling. And suddenly, one seat became a battlefield of dignity and prejudice. But the truth about her was already moving toward that plane. The engines hummed low as boarding continued. The cabin lights glowed soft and steady as passengers settled into their seats for the flight from Denver to Washington, D.C. A black woman in a tailored navy dress, Maya Ross, placed her carry-on beneath the seat and fastened her belt. The aisle was calm until a flight attendant stopped short, staring at her as if she were a mistake in the wrong place. "That seat isn't for people like you," he said, voice low but sharp enough for nearby passengers to hear. Heads lifted. A toddler fell silent. Maya kept her posture still, hands resting gently on her lap. "I'm in the correct seat," she said quietly. The attendant leaned closer, blocking the aisle. "Show me the real boarding pass. Don't make this difficult." Maya felt every gaze land on her, the pressure closing in like the walls of the plane themselves. The attendant sighed loudly, making a show of looking around. "Folks, we've got a problem here," he said. A few passengers exchanged uneasy looks. One woman pulled out her phone. "Sir," Maya repeated, "you're making a mistake." His lips tightened. "We'll see about that." The engines hummed beneath the floor, a reminder the flight was minutes from departure. The humiliation climbed quickly. The attendant grabbed her boarding pass without asking, holding it up to the light as though inspecting counterfeit cash. "First class." "Really?" he scoffed. Passengers looked away, the kind of silence that hurts more than any insult. A tiny detail cut deeper. A young girl across the aisle whispered, "Mom, why is he talking to her like that?" Her mother didn't answer. The attendant waved over an air marshal, a tall white man with a clipped tone and restless hands. "We've got a passenger refusing to cooperate," the attendant announced. Maya exhaled slowly. "I am cooperating." "Stand up," the marshal ordered. "We need to verify your identity." "Out here." In the aisle. The humiliation sharpened. Passengers angled their phones. Someone muttered, "This is getting ridiculous." Maya stood, steady but alone in the narrow aisle. The marshal scanned her from head to toe. "That dress doesn't make you first class," he said. "Give me your ID." "What would you do if this happened to you?" a man whispered to his wife, watching helplessly. Maya handed over her wallet. The marshal opened it, paused at a small silver case inside, then snapped it shut before he could fully see it. "Figures," he said. "You people always get dramatic when rules apply." A ripple of tension moved through the cabin. Maya felt the sting, but she kept her voice even. "Sir, you're escalating something that shouldn't be escalating." He smirked. "I decide what escalates." The marshal stepped closer, crowding her against the seat. The pressure was suffocating. "You're being removed from this aircraft," he said. "We can put you on a no-fly list for refusing lawful orders." Maya met his stare. "You haven't issued a lawful order. Don't get smart." His hand hovered near his badge. "You can walk out, or I'll escort you out." Passengers murmured anxiously. The plane felt smaller, the air heavier, as if the whole cabin was sinking. The attendant held up her crushed boarding pass like a trophy. "Should have known this was fake." For a moment, the weight of injustice pressed down hard enough that even Maya felt her chest tighten. The marshal reached for her arm. Then her phone vibrated inside her bag. A coded pattern. One only federal personnel would recognize. The marshal froze for a beat, thrown off by her sudden calm. "That's not a normal alert," he muttered. Maya reached into her wallet and opened the silver case he had ignored earlier. Inside, polished gold caught the cabin lights. The reveal was quiet, but it detonated the entire plane. Maya lifted the badge. Special Agent in Charge, FBI Counterterrorism Division. Remove your hand from me. The marshal's face drained. The attendant stumbled back, nearly hitting a passenger. That can't be real, he stammered. It's very real, Maya said. And you've violated multiple federal statutes in the last 5 minutes. The plane door reopened. 2 men in dark suits stepped in, scanning the aisle. Agent Ross, one said, nodding. We received your distress ping. The marshal backed away, palms opening. Ma'am, I didn't know. That's the problem, Maya answered. You acted without knowing. And without listening. The attendants were escorted out. Passengers whispered in awe. Someone finally said what everyone felt, I've never seen justice come that fast. Maya reclaimed her seat, smoothing the crumpled edges of her boarding pass before tucking it away. The plane settled. Conversations quieted. But the lesson lingered in the air like a warning. Power only protects when used with dignity. And dignity belongs to everyone who steps onto a plane, no matter where they sit.